Hello everyone. This is Elena Bartash, your real estate investor. And today my podcast is about how everyone with retirement savings can use it and earn income investing in real estate. And always, while I'm preparing for my podcast, my goal is to bring the best speakers, people who really are full of knowledge, who knows their topic, and who can bring you guys, real estate investors, the best value. And today I'm extremely lucky because my guest, um, absolutely amazing person. She is professional. She is real estate investor. She knows how to invest in real estate. She is lender. She is fix and flipper. She just beautiful lady and absolutely knowledgeable real estate investor. Mary McGinty. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Elena. How are you?
I'm great. Great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited.
Me as well. How is your day started?
Oh, you know what? So far, so good. My day is ending, but you know what? I got sunshine here, and everybody's in a better mood when the sun shines.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. That is why you live in South State. That is why you don't live in Maine.
Well, we get fog. Fog we had this week and a little bit of rain, but that's okay. We get through it, right?
Yes, perfect, perfect. Thank you so much, Mary, for being today with me, for being my guest. And I'm so excited about our conversation. I have so many questions to you.
Okay.
Great. And for those who does not know you, could you please tell a little bit who is Mary McGinty?
Sure. So I've been in the medical field for over 25 years, and I have been investing since 2017. I do a lot of out of state investing. California, it's just not the place for landlords. I
Mhm.
am in RPM, which is raising private money. I am in Gator. I am also just recently enrolled into Grant Cardone's mastermind. And I am always looking to network and learn from others the same way that I'm sharing my knowledge today.
Yeah, thank you so much. I know you're such a go-giver. Guys who watching us right now, who will be watching us in the future, please see this podcast until the end, and you will see Mary is able to give you lots of great information. And for those who will need and who will want to reach out to Mary directly, I'm going to put her Facebook link under this podcast, under this video, and you can reach out Mary anytime with all questions. I know her; she's such a go-giver. Great, Mary. Thank you so much again for being today with me. Okay, so let's discuss topic how people can use their retirement's money to earn investing in real estate.
Sure.
Yep.
So the
As-
first thing oh, go ahead. You want me, right?
No, I just wanted to say, so mostly people believe that they cannot touch their 401k, for example, because they're going to pay lots of penalties, which is not truth. And I would like you please to explain why it's not truth and how people can leverage their retirement savings.
Sure. So the very first thing is your 401k has to be inactive. And what that means is you're no longer putting into it, you're no longer working at the job that you obtained it.
Mhm.
It's a very simple process. I think people just have the fear of the unknown. And once you take that little step, or you find somebody like me that helps you get there, it's a lot simpler. As long as you
Mhm.
follow the rules, you are not going to get penalized. So that is the biggest fear I think people have. But again, if you follow the rules, you will not get penalized.
Mhm. And what are the rules? What they should do, people?
Sure. So if you loan the money or you buy something for yourself with it, it has different rules. So if you lend it out, you have to submit papers um, to the custodian and transfer the money. And as long as everything is done correctly, you're not touching the money, doesn't touch my hands. It goes from the account to the private money person. And if, as I did, if I buy it for myself, if I buy something, I can't live in it. I can't purchase something that is not real estate. I can't fix it myself. And I can't have my family live in it. And anything that I do to fix the property, I have to use the money that is inside of the account.
Mhm.
If you,
Yeah.
if you, go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry, Mary. It's really my maybe connection, maybe yours is sometimes, interrupts us. Okay. So, you know what? Actually, I believe we forgot to discuss very important question. First of all, why people should start investing in real estate and how it works in real world.
So let me make sure I
So,
heard you. Why do people start to invest in real estate?
yep. Yes.
Well, I
Yes.
think, okay. So I think everybody's idea of why is very different. It is a great passive income if you learn how to do it correctly. For
Mm-hmm.
me, I need it as a tax write-off, right? So it's what is your need? So people will buy it. They could buy a fourplex and they live in one. They rent out three and now they don't have to work and they can live in the one, they can fix it, they can turn around and then sell it for the profit. So I think just depends on the angle that you want to use it for. You get tax write-offs, you get the depreciation, and if it's a renter, you get somebody else paying your mortgage. They should be
Mm-hmm.
paying the taxes. If you do all of the numbers correctly, you shouldn't be out of pocket anything. So it's really a passive income and you're leveraging
Mm-hmm.
somebody else's money.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much, Mary. And I believe there are some people who doesn't understand, for example, what is depreciation and how we can save taxes, right? Let's open up these topics a little bit.
Sure. So when you buy a property, you can depreciate it for 27 and a half years. So every year as the house depreciates, you get to write that off with your CPA, not a tax person, but I give it to my tax person and they go ahead and they will depreciate. So that actually lowers my taxes. There's another thing that a lot of people do is you can accelerate the depreciation. And that's something different. You can do cost segregation, which accelerates it faster. So if you buy a property for only 5 years, instead of having it for 30 years, your depreciation is only 27. But if you do a cost segregation and you're owning it for only 5 years, you can accelerate that.
So many possibilities. It sounds like this. Yeah.
Yes.
And what do you think? Why people should consider real estate to invest in real estate compared to any other options to invest in? For example, depositing in the bank or cryptocurrency or something like this.
Sure. So I don't know much about cryptocurrency, so I stay away from things I don't know. So I'm familiar with real estate, so I could see how it works. The stock market goes up and down, but it's been proven over time that real estate continues to appreciate. So when you do stocks, it's one day the market's up, one day the market's down. The houses usually do not do that. It's you're always exceeding. You can also borrow money out of the house. So if you buy a property, you can take a HELOC out of it, even on a rental property, and then you can continue to invest using your initial deposit on that first house. So I think there's a lot of positive things. If you leave your money in the bank, you're not making money, the bank is. So when you deposit your money into the bank, they loan it out to people like us that buy properties and make more money. So my suggestion is to put it into property. It's real estate, and you're getting your tax breaks from it.
Yeah, great advice. Thank you so much, Mary. And I would like to add from my side, if you don't know anything, if you know nothing about investment in real estate, you just simply need to find someone who has this experience, who has this knowledge, and who knows what to do. These people, uh, they call themselves real estate investors. So people who knows how to buy property professionally or how to flip property professionally. That this is all you need, really, just to find someone who you trust, who does real estate, and learn from them. You can invest together with people.
Yes, it's partnership.
Yes, absolutely. And actually, we can do two types of partnership. You can lend money on real estate investors, or you can be their equity partner. You can buy together with them. Yep, get
Yes.
uh, to get equity, to get cash flow, to get tax benefits. Thank you so much, Mary, for explaining all this stuff. And so, okay, let's go back to 401k. So, what are the practical steps people should do to start investing?
Sure. As I said earlier, the very first thing you have to do is it has to be inactive. So then you find
Mhm,
the company that you want to go with that works for you. And there's different types. I picked one that the company helps me pay my bills. I go online and do it. And then there's a company that does checkbook where you write the checks and the bills yourself. Once you find the company, you fill out the paperwork. They give you all the instructions. So you do it properly so that you do not
mhm,
get penalized. You submit the papers, they go through it, they send the papers to the old 401k, they mail you a check, and then you do follow their instructions, sign the check, and then send it to that new company. They deposit it, and then your account is there. Then you decide what it is that you want to do with it. It's a very simple
yeah,
process.
absolutely. Thank you so much, Mary, for all explanation. And I would not call any names where who people can use, right? But what is the general name of this company? Just let's give people destination where they can find this type of companies.
So you don't want me to say the name?
Uh, but okay, you can say, yeah, you
I
can.
mean,
Why
there's
not?
many, there's many out there. I chose Equity Trust, and
Mhm,
somebody brought me to there and told me about it, right? So before you pick one, just maybe you can ask somebody that's already done this, hey, what company did you use? Did you like it? What did you like or what did you not like? Or you can go online. You can have go on Facebook and ask people, hey, I'm
mhm.
looking for this. What did you use? Or like me, you ask someone like me, hey, you did this. What company did you use? Did you like them? I also took a short class. It was a 3-day class on how to use different types of accounts. And this was also one of the accounts that they used and promoted. So it's really of what do you like and what works for you.
Beautiful. And you just mentioned class. Who does this type of classes? Equity partner,
Uh, You know what? There's all kinds of
equity
different
trust.
ones. I'll tell you the
Mhm,
company that I chose, you can go on YouTube and they have all kinds of learning experiences for you. So you can watch their videos of how to
mhm,
do anything inside there. I went to a 3-day course. It was by a
mhm.
company. There was maybe, I don't know, maybe 1,000 of us in there. And they talked about HSA account, a solo 401k, Cloverdale. So they went over all of the ways that you can invest using different types of accounts and not necessarily a retirement account.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about other types of different type of accounts.
Sure.
Yep.
So one of them is an HSA, which is a health savings account. So
Mm-hmm.
one of the things all of us don't realize is there's rules and somebody's made the rules. and it's the elite that has made the rules. So when I took this class, I learned your health savings account, you can invest with real estate by using your health savings account. You can also pay for your medicine or your health care using it. You can use it for your business. Another one is called a Cloverdale, which is a educational one where you put in money for your kids, and you don't have to necessarily use it for that. You just for school, you could use it to buy a car for your kid to go to school. So if you've given them an account for school for college, you could use it for some of their tuition. You could use it again for their car, for their books. There's many different accounts. I don't know all of them offhand. I can't remember them all, but all of the accounts that I was referring to, people use those tax deferred to invest in real estate. They even buy businesses doing it.
My gosh, so many opportunities. And we really need to know about all of these opportunities, right? Yeah, and I know you do fix and flips, Mary, right? And you buy properties. And tell us please a little bit more about what are your stories as an investor? What did you invest in? What did you buy? And how did you start?
Sure. So I started by obviously buying my primary resident, and that was 21 years ago. Didn't know what I was doing. And it actually has what we call an apartment downstairs. Now they call them ADUs. I used to rent that out. So I didn't even realize I was investing when I did that, but I just did it. Then I bought a lake house, a foreclosed lake house with my sister. And then we decided to rent that out, which I managed that. Then I seen how this was working, so I decided to kind of expand, and I bought a couple duplexes, all out of state, one in Oregon, two in Phoenix. And I'm currently in a flip in Georgia, and that is just one hell of a story. That's all I can say. We purchased it, my business partner and I, and we got a squatter in there. And it took us maybe 8 or 9 months to get them out. So I learned so much from this situation. I learned that you can put your property inside of an LLC, and I did it this way. I learned about a commercial loan, how long, they're only a year long, which I didn't know any of this. And if you do stuff with them, you have to do it through draws. What else was there? The insurance, you have to have a certain kind of insurance. Best thing I had with this property in Georgia, because I'm in California, is I have an excellent investor-friendly realtor. She helped us tremendously. She's our boots on the ground. She helped us find construction companies. She got us two. We kind of interviewed them to see which one worked best for us. And then one of the last ones I'm going to talk about is I purchased a home in Indianapolis using my 401k, and all of the rent comes into my account, tax deferred. So that was a win-win in a hot market there.
Oh, so you just mentioned all your rent goes back to your accounts, right? So it means technically you don't get any income from your rentals, right?
I do
Yep.
from all the first ones I spoke of, but the one that I have inside of my 401k, the self-directed IRA, I don't get the income. And I think that's things people don't realize. Because when I first did it, I thought I was going to get money. And then I realized, no, hello, it goes into your retirement account, because that's what you're doing. You're building your retirement, right? That's what most people are investing for, is to build the retirement so you can enjoy your life without having to work. So, yeah, the place in Indiana, I do not get the money. It goes into my retirement.
Okay, so but anyway, you see, those who wants to leverage their retirement savings, yes, we can invest, but still, it does not mean we can take it out from account. We can take it, invest it, but we still have to put it back, right? We should pay back,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. So tell us please a little bit about this system, how it looks like.
Sure. So I'll tell you what I first did with my 401, let me say self-directed IRA. I lent it
Mhm.
out to a couple that was building a boutique hotel in Joshua Tree, California. I lent them almost all of it. I left just a little bit in there for a year. And whatever money that I earned from lending it as a private money lender, it all came back to me when they were done. My money I lent plus the earned interest, and that earned interest came back to me tax free. So then once I
Mhm.
was done with that, I was like, okay, what do I do with that? And I wanted to make sure that I didn't do anything that I would get penalized. So I started looking at a hot market, which I chose Indianapolis. So I went looking, I found a realtor, and my realtor has never done this. So there's a lot of people that don't know how to do this. So I had to like help her and explain to her, hey, this, that, and the other. So when I purchased the home, I did everything the same, just as if I bought a house regular. The only thing is I didn't exchange
Mhm.
any cash. It's also a lot
Yep.
quicker closed. I closed within 2 weeks, maybe 10 days. My closing costs got paid out of there, my insurance for the year, any taxes, everything came out of there. And I just needed the supporting documents to say, hey, this is how I spent the money. They
Mhm.
have a platform, so if I have to pay a bill, I just paid my taxes and my insurance. You go into the platform and say, pay this bill. Here's the supporting document. You upload it. So now if I ever get audited, I could show how I paid for anything inside it. If I need to fix the house, which I had to do a little bit of fixing for it, I just needed the supporting documents to say, hey, IRS, this is how I used it. And I won't get penalized that way. And then one
Mm.
of really important thing is when I purchased the home, I made sure that I left cash inside of there. So if I needed a roof or a window broke or whatever fixes I needed, the money has to come out of that account. I can't pay for it out of my regular pocket. It's a pretty easy, simple process.
Mm. But so many nuances, and it comes mostly with experience. It's great. Thank you so much, Mary, for sharing.
Yes, I learned a lot, let me tell you.
Absolutely. I can't believe you. I can't believe what else did you learn from this from your investment? Do you remember any funny stories or any maybe serious stories?
Um, Let me think. I will tell you from this situation, the one where I used my 401k, would I do the same thing again? Probably not. I tried, I was like, oh, I have money in there. Let me see if I could get a HELOC on it and go invest in something else. No, couldn't do that. But I tried, right? It's always learning, right? What can you do different? Um, So I wouldn't do that the same. So once I have a little more cash in it, I'd like to go ahead and invest it into a commercial property. So that's my next thing with my self-directed IRA. I do have a funny one with the flip I have going on in Georgia. Do you know what a
Hmm.
flying squirrel is? Have you ever heard of a flying squirrel?
Nope.
Okay.
Ah, yeah,
When
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah, yeah.
tell,
No, I understand. Really? You have
okay,
them?
well, you know what? Our realtor calls us. Somebody went to go look at the house, and because it's for sale now. And when they went to go look at it, they couldn't figure out what was inside the attic. Well, flying squirrels got inside the attic, and we had to pay for them to clean it all out and then cover the hole. But when I tell people, oh my God, I have flying squirrels in the attic, they thought I was joking. And it's like, no, it's real. They were like, something's living up there. And it's like, what? So we had a family of flying squirrels inside the attic.
Oh, it's so cool. You should start your private zoo. You should start make money with these squirrels.
I don't know about that one. I was like, flying squirrels. I told one of my co-hosts of my meetup. She laughed at me. I was like, no, there's really flying squirrels. So she looked it up, and it is funny if you've never heard about it.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. And this is another story that says me really, if someone wants to start investing in real estate using our own retirement capital, please find someone more experienced, especially
Yes.
in construction, right?
Yes, because you make mistakes, and those mistakes can cost you.
Yeah, especially fix and flip. It's very risky business.
It is. One of my co-hosts of my meetup, she does 15, her and her husband do 15 flips a year.
How come?
That's a lot. That's what they do.
Oh,
And
oh
it's
my gosh,
like,
it's so cool.
it is. One of our meetups, we went to their house and we did our meetup there. So we got to ask questions, how did you find it? How did you fund it? What'd you learn from it? And a lot of people are interested. What they don't realize when you do fix and flips, everyone thinks it's easy and you make money, but that's not always true. Just like anything, there is risk in anything you do when it comes to investing.
Yeah.
Even if you do
Yeah,
all of your homework.
oh, which is difficult.
It is. It is. I mean, we all learn,
Absolutely.
right? From everything we do in life.
Right.
You touch the stove once, burn your finger, you don't do it again.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Mary, for all information. Yeah. So great advices about 401k, great advices about different type of accounts that we can leverage investing in real estate. Oh, Mary, I don't see you. Oh, Mary, probably your internet. I'm sorry, guys. It seems like Mary has issues with
Okay.
internet. Let's. Oh wow. Welcome
Okay.
back.
Yeah, you know what?
Welcome back.
I'm on my phone and someone called me. Hold
Okay.
on one second.
Okay.
No, I could see me. I just know that it's not
Yep.
in the screen. I don't know why.
Yep.
Uh-oh. My camera is on.
Yep. You're absolutely okay. Yeah. So
Can you
we
see me?
discussed with you. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do.
I
Yes.
can't
So
see
we've
you.
discussed with you 401k. We discussed with you benefits using it, and so we know we can transfer our money into self-direct IRA account, which is
Yes.
free. And yes, to be honest, companies like Equity Trust, you will need to pay them annually. But if, let's say, if you have 10,000 or 20,000 on your 401k, probably I would not touch this money. Really, I would not touch. But if you have something like close to 100,000 and more, it's absolutely beneficial for you, even if you will pay them. So I would say for 50,000, maybe you will pay them 300, 500 annually for their service. Correct, Mary? Am I correct?
Correct. I paid $500 to set it up and then $500 a year for them to
Mhm.
manage it.
Oh, good, good. So it's still less than our income from real estate, right?
Yes. Something also inside their platforms, whatever money you have in there and you want to grow, you can put it in mutual funds. There's other things you could put it in. So if you only had 10,000 and you wanted to roll it over and control it yourself, you could still do it.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to find something that continues to make money for you.
Mm-hmm. Good, good, good. Have you ever used 0% 12 months business credit cards? I know it's a little bit out of topic, but it's still great option to start investing. Did you use?
Yes, I did. I
Oh, so
did.
what is your experience?
So I did a couple things with it. First of all, when you get the credit cards, I got a business, it came through my business, and I got quite a bit of funds, and I was like, okay, what do I do with it? So I loaned it out to somebody. So one of the things that I did, I loaned it to somebody who bought a duplex. She was going to rent one, and then she was going to Airbnb the other unit. I helped her furnish the other unit and finish it. So how I did it was I set up a contract. We did a personal guarantee, and she would go shopping, and we'd set it up, and she'd go, let's say she needed the refrigerator and the stove. She'd go to the store and say, what day works for you, Mary? She'd say, okay, I want this. I'd get on the phone with the store and say, here's my credit card. When the credit card bill came, we already knew she had to pay just the minimum amount. Then she was paying me back when she was going to be finished with the project. She ended up selling it. When she sold it, she paid me back all of my loan, which was 30,000, plus the interest that we agreed upon. It was a lot more work than I thought. And because I had to get the bill, I had to cross off my personal information, I had to send the bill to her. So now she has something to keep track of, right? Because at the end, she gets to write off her stuff. And she kept it a little longer than anticipated. I had credit cards that were 12 months, 18 months, and 15 months. So she kept the 18-month one a little longer, but we just redrew up the contract. It was a lot of work. I created a spreadsheet. I probably wouldn't do it again.
Okay, only maybe for yourself, for your own projects.
Well, there is something. So like if we fix and flip, we would get it to pay for whatever it is that we don't want to pay for. Like we want to pay for the hardwood floors or the paint. And then you just pay the minimum balance. And then when you sell the property, you pay the bill off, but you do pay to get those cards. I paid $4,000 to get them. But what you can do with them, there's a company that you can use, and they charge you, but they can give you the cash.
Cash for
They'll
what?
give you, they'll give you the cash outside of the credit cards.
Oh, wow, so cool.
Yes, I didn't
So
do that,
many,
but I
so
know that it
many,
happens. There's a lot of things that
yeah,
you don't know that you can do.
so many opportunities, absolutely so many opportunities around. And if I'm not mistaken, because I have this type of business cards, they shop for you every 3 months, and they will offer you more lenders, right, with their credit cards, and they will increase your balance for your existing credit cards. And you really, within 3 months, you can jump from 20,000 total to 100,000 total. So really, guys, you should start doing it as soon as possible. You
Yes,
can get really.
you just be careful, because if your credit cards are a month in, you have a year to use them. And if you don't watch it, you are going to get stuck with the large bill, which is no longer 0% interest.
Yeah, absolutely. We should be attentive. Absolutely. Mary, thank you so much. Yeah, you're full of knowledge. It's so cool. So what are your next plans for what your next project?
So I have a couple things. So the place in Georgia, when it sells, we're going to turn around and do another flip. We have the excellent real estate investor friendly realtor is already looking for another property for us. That is one. And then I want to get in commercial. I want to get into larger platforms.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I like to have great connections, just like you mentioned. So you have agent and she does for you off market, or she does for you on market deals?
Both, but mostly the one that she brought us is off market. And the gentleman is cleaning it out. It's his parents, and he owns it outright. So my first thing was, would you be willing to do seller finance? And he said no. So we have to wait for him to clean it out to see what he's going to do. And then that would be great. And then we're going to bring a private money lender in on that to help us fund it. And
Good.
outside of California, the real estate is a lot cheaper, so it's easier to purchase. California, if you do flips, are very, very expensive. In Georgia, you can
Yep.
find one for 155,000, very different. And that's easier to find somebody that's willing to bring in some cash for you.
Cool. Sounds like a miracle. So what is your goal for fix and flip? What kind of income do you want? 10%, 20%?
You know what? I don't think about it that way. I do it because I'm looking just to bring my cash back to go into the next deal. I have a business partner, so we work on it together to just keep growing. So we go into the next deals where really, once we're done, I want to take it and get into the larger properties.
Oh, great strategy. Mary, I have another question. Actually, it's my personal question. So every time you buy a property, you use usually private money or you use hard money as well?
Say that one more time. It went out on me.
Do you use mostly private money to buy properties or you use both private and hard money?
So for the properties I own on by myself, I've used regular traditional banks.
Okay.
The one in Georgia is my business partner and I's money. We are using an HML, a hard money loan.
Okay.
And then
Yep.
we have a
Yep.
private, we have a private lender coming in on that one. So, it really depends on the deal.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, question because I would like to buy more, and my strategy means I will need probably use hard money as well. So how do you handle situation with with hard pull? Because every heavy hard pull means your credit score drops.
Yes. Well, the one in Georgia, we have a hard money loan and it's a commercial loan. My business partner and I are on the loan, but it doesn't show because it's under our business. So it doesn't show on my credit score.
Okay, so they did
It,
not do any hard pull on
no,
you, on your person?
no,
Oh,
no.
it's very cool. It's very cool. I will text you after podcast and I will ask you to share with me your lender because it's
I sure
interesting.
will.
Hard
I sure will
money.
because you know what? Like I said, we had the hard money loan for a year, but I told you we got the squatter. We had to refinance, but their refinancing is higher because it was 6 months and then it's interest only, so it's a higher payment because it's 12% interest. So it's very different than your bank loans when you do a
Mm,
HML. Very different.
mm, mm-hmm. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you so much, Mary. So much information. You're so knowledgeable, absolutely. And I know you love what you do. It's obvious. It's cool.
It's kind of fun, right? It's you're juggling
Yeah.
and what do you do? I also like people, so meeting people is probably one of my favorite parts about it.
Yeah. And I know you on your own meetup. I should learn from you. I should start my own. Yeah.
You know what?
How do you like it?
I love it, but it's a lot more work than people think. So I have two co-hosts, and we every Monday meet. We do a WhatsApp meeting like this, and we
Mm-hmm.
talk about when we had our last meetup, what were our wins, what could we do different. We give a survey, asking the guests, like, what did you like. We have to find guest speakers. We have to find a venue. There's a lot goes into it. It's not, poof, and here it is. You have a lot of planning for it to be successful.
Yeah. Oh, sounds scary. Sounds scary. But I should do it.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Cool.
I
Thank
know.
you so much, Mary, for being today with us. Guys who are watching us right now, We probably have a couple minutes left. So if you have any questions to Mary, please don't feel hesitate, put them in the chat. And don't forget, you will have access to Mary always, because I'm going to put her link under this video. It will stay on my YouTube channel. Please feel free to reach out to Mary directly. Thank you so much, Mary, for all information. If you have something to tell as a conclusion in the end, please let me know, and please tell us something. Maybe you forgot something, or maybe you want to add something.
Do you want me to do that right now?
Yep.
So the biggest thing is take that step. Don't be afraid, and find somebody that is where you want to be. And if you just hang out with them, if they go somewhere, do what they do. You know, ask them, hey, what books should I read? It's really educating yourself and investing in yourself. However that investment looks. Watching this video, it's free to watch. Right? Buy a book, get into a mentorship, invest in you first in order for you to make the next steps.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mary. It was very cool. And I really, really appreciate you being today with me. And I love you as my friend and as my guest even more.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. This thing's kind of fun for me.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much.
Thank
Talk
you.
to you soon.
Yes. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Guys, thank you so much for being today with us. And Mary is great. Please don't feel shy. Reach out to her directly. You will have her link under this video. And we both are real estate investors. We both buying properties. So if you never done lending, if you want to try, if you need someone to educate you a little bit more how to start and what you do, you can reach out to me, or you can reach out to Mary. We're happy to help you to start investing in real estate. Thank you so much again to be today with us, and have a good night.